Okay, we have seen what is cloud computing as a technology on a high level. So let's move on to understand why there is a huge buzz for this technology in the market and why it is rated as one of the most important discovery of the modern world. Let's check out some of the major highlights of cloud computing. It is cost effective and the reason is simple. If you are aware of economics or some basics of finances, there is a very famous concept called as economies of scale. Simply mean the average production cost per unit will decrease with the increase in the number of units produced. So, as you increase the number of servers hosted in your cloud, the cost will certainly decrease since the operation cost for maintaining these servers remains the same irrespective of the number of servers. I will also explain this concept using a total cost of ownership model between on-premise hosting and cloud hosting in the upcoming section of this course. So we will have a detailed look at that time. Then pay as you use. This has become a norm nowadays with almost all the cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, just to name a few, are offering services in subscription models and we will be paying only for the consumed quantity. Say for example, if there was a peak load in the start of the month and say you use 4 servers to manage the request. Likewise, in the end of the month, the load has reduced and it requires only 2 servers to manage it. So in this case, we can pay for 4 servers for first and second weeks at the start of the month and we can pay only for 2 servers for the third and fourth week of the month. This is how costing works in the cloud environment. Then cloud environment is highly scalable. Very much it can scale as per your requirements. There are multiple options to configure these setups and servers will automatically add into the infrastructure ecosystem if the number of requests from users keeps on increasing. This is a very cool capability where we don't want to scare about performance issues or application blackout in response to the inability to handle peak loads. And the data uploaded in cloud is very highly secured. It follows all the logical security and physical security measures and cloud providers will ensure that all the data centers are compliant to legislative guidelines as well and protect the client's data from theft, transfer or destruction. Also, there is a concept called as disaster recovery where client's data is backed up in some other location which is far off from the primary production server location, so that if and all the primary location is affected by some natural calamities like earthquake or floods, then the data can be retrieved from the disaster recovery location. For example, the primary data center location may be present in Singapore, whereas the disaster recovery data center location might locate at India or UAE, so that irrespective of natural calamities or any other reason, the data is still secure and can be used by the end clients. We will discuss in detail about disaster recovery as an offering in the next section. Next, the most important fascinating factor of hosting an application on cloud is you can access the application from anywhere, anytime and using any device. Cloud applications are device agnostic and it just functions like a website where it can be accessed using any device. Also, the advent of smartphones, which becomes a household product now, has helped these causes as well. Then, cloud is highly reliable with data backup. As we saw in data security, cloud has a disaster recovery setup in the standard offering along with daily or weekly or monthly backup schedule of data on top of disaster recovery. So data is backed up and getting stored in some cold storages or simply like an archived storage. And the last sweet spot is there is no hardware maintenance required. This is the core and fundamental highlight of using cloud computing, where you don't want to buy hardware and maintain it with the help of couple of a couple of data center engineers. All you need to do is upload and start accessing your application, and all the maintenance and management activities will be taken care by your respective cloud vendors such as Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud Platform.